Hopefully we're going to have good weather that day, but make sure you arrive 45 to minutes an hour before the event begins. Plan that extra time, especially if you know the weather's going, you hear the weather report a couple days beforehand that it's going to be bad. Please plan for that. One coach should stay with their team, and the other coach should take the team roster and all the parental consent forms to the check-in area, which will be designated over there. And if you want to have extra people at this time to help that other coach keep the 10 to 12 kids that you have corralled, that would be very helpful.
I always like to know the reason why we do things. If you try and take your entire team to registration, you probably do it with one team. If you do it with like 5 teams, registration just plugs up. So that's just
and that's by the door to get people
just send one person there and then get the rest of the team and go off someplace else, because otherwise it's just too congested in that one area. I like to know the reason why, and that's why.
And one of the things we're going to try to do too is to have a rough floor map of the facility, so that when you're a kid who comes half an hour later than everybody else is trying to find their team, we can at least say which hallway to send them to, because it's been very frustrating to people who have suddenly shown up. We also had problems, like 4 people who came who said, is this where the Sparks-a-Rama thing is? I want my kid to be able to participate. What's your church? I don't know. And so if we have the listing of the churches and the things, we can probably try to get them, do you remember which color shirt they were wearing? Do you know the other things? So we've had problems. So we're going to try to address that up front by saying, okay, if you can warm up in the hallway over here, the hallway back here. There's 4 hallways down there, and there's also an upstairs area. We try to keep the Sparkies out of the upstairs, because getting 12 kids up and downstairs can be a challenge.
No warm-ups not on the game floor.
Yeah. And one other thing too is that we also, unless you have a need because you have a stroller, or you have someone who is handicapped, or someone who is elderly, don't use the elevator. You don't want to burn it up again.
Again?
You don't want to buy a new elevator.
Yeah, we had a kid who was playing in the elevator and broke it a couple years ago. And that, which is, I mean, from a cost perspective, okay, that's one thing. But we had families that had to carry their disabled child up the stairs because the elevator was broken. That's not particularly good.
Remind the parents that to bring the extra siblings that they have to keep control of them.
Yeah, siblings, giving a kid $1 and telling them to go have fun doesn't work. That also includes we'll go climb the trees outside because that's not in the building. No, let's not do that. If we can find what church they're from, we will actually try to find, hi, would someone from such and such church please claim this child? And that's not our goal.
So, I guess this is kind of related to that, but like if there's a change during the day, like where we are or where we're supposed to be,
well, at least we'll know where you were originally, and you'll be somewhere within eye shot or close enough to it. We're trying this. This is the first time we're trying
big of an area.
Well, I'm just wondering, how will that be communicated to us? Because we've had problems with that in the past.
But where, different circle, you mean?
Yeah.
There's 2 circles.
Yeah. Okay. I'm just asking.
I'm pretty sure, and one is here, and one is here. One on the TNT side, one is boys.
Okay.
One is girls.
Okay.
On the Sparky side, that can be, people can't get moved around, but we do have a listing of that says here's where they are. We put up 400 signs and no one reads them. So,
Thank you.
handing it to the person. Why do I have to have this paper? Because it shows you where you need to go. I want to know that. Well, where do I need to go?
Yeah, exactly.
I want to know the paper.
401.
Yeah,
The facility, were you at Westminster last year? Who was that?
No, we were in Grand Rapids last year.
Oh, okay.
And
Cool.
they switched the circles and they told no one.
Oh,
So we were all totally confused.
That's a good idea.
I like that. I like that.
On your toes.
we never thought.
We'll have a big reveal. Circle number Two!
Then we're switching halfway through, yeah.
Well, they switched the circle numbers, and then they switched the teams that were on the circle numbers,
Oh, wow.
and then so it ended up being like most of the teams were on the same circle, but it was a different circle
Yeah.
number, and
Yeah.
it was
Oh,
just
I like that.
confusing.
I'll have to call them and see how they did
Westminster
that.
isn't a really big, huge facility, but it's a good size. The lower portion where the gym is they got a hallway that kind of circles around, so we got to keep control of that. Fortunately, the washrooms are right there, but there is an upstairs balcony area, and that's where a lot of the parents just let the kids run around, so we got to
There's concessions up there too, so.
And actually, there's classrooms upstairs too, but I think
Oh, yeah.
those locked, but just want to keep that in control. What we do have is 15 minutes before the event starts, we have a coaches meeting in case you have, we're short one child, and so we work out so if there's other coaches on your line, we can borrow for the different events that you may need them for. Opening ceremony, we'll always have that. You have to be you should be on the line no later than 15 minutes prior to the start of the event, so then we have the coaches meeting. Just need one coach there. The other coach can help keep control of the kids on the line. Sparky yell and recite John 3:16 will be then at the beginning, so make sure you may want to start your practices by doing that.
Can we do it?
For the team.
Who are we?
Sparks!
What for?
Jesus!
Right? Did I do it right?
I think so.
Sparks, who for? Who for?
And what
She
to
does
do?
games. Yeah.
We don't.
You don't do the Sparky Yeller?
No.
Then
Who are we?
some-
Sparks?
We are Sparks.
For who?
Jesus.
Yeah, for who? Jesus! What to do? Light the world.
Yeah. Okay, what to do? Like, okay.
Can we just sing the song?
Yes, question?
No.
Just real quick back to Division 4.
Sure.
Is there grade limits? What if someone takes all 5 second graders? Or, something
That's
like
fine.
that? Just,
Whatever.
okay.
Yeah.
So there's
Did you
not,
get
like,
the
50
addendum that has
graders?
information about this?
You can't bring 6th graders.
No.
Bring in a senior.
Or TNT, if you want to walk out there with all 6th graders, you can go for it.
Yeah.
But not in Sparks.
But yeah, not.
Yeah, not for Sparks. Well, if they're, yeah.
All players will get a participation patch, and placement ribbon is what, first place gets the banner, right?
First place for Sparks gets a plaque.
Plaque, that's right. There we go. Okay, one key thing, all Sparks must play in at least 3 events, so keep that in mind. Minimum of 3 events for the Sparkies, okay? Should be able to do that, you just have to figure it out.
Again, I always like to know why. And the reason on the why is if a parent comes out to an event, they want to see their kids play.
Yes.
If they're not in at least a couple of them, it's kind of sad.
Yeah.
So make sure your kids are,
Right.
get them in as many as you can. And with the smaller teams,
Smaller team, if you walk out
It's
there
actually
with
good.
5
You're
or
gonna get
6
to play in
kids,
almost every
everybody's in
game.
everything.
Yeah. Yeah, that's. Okay, we'll go through the events. The first event is what? Sparky Crawl. Again, the pads on the knees, if you bring them, must be the soft kind, not the, who said it earlier? The
Roofer.
Yeah,
You just
no
got done
roofing.
Just got done roofing your house. With all the grit and the gravel on.
I was going to have Marv demo this out here in front of you, but
I wouldn't be able to get up.
it's hard. I wouldn't get up either. It's bad. It makes me cringe. Why see the kids do this and hit their knees stuff? It hurts me to watch them do this.
Remember my grandson, he would fall on
It's because
concrete.
their patella isn't developed all the way.
Yes, that's right.
And that's why they can do it. Once they hit like
11.
third grade, they
Yeah.
have their full developed
It
patella,
gets hard.
and then it just kills you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't
It
know,
hurts
it's a
me.
great game to play with TNTers.
Slows them down a little bit.
The first week of TNT, in game time, it's a great way to, you play this game so the new kids, the 3rd graders, actually feel a little bit more at home.
Keep in mind, they have one of those soft floors for their,
We have a rubber.
they have a rubber mat floor, so that's not as bad.
That's not fair.
Okay, so one of the key things on this, there, Sparkies are evenly spread across the floor. Years ago, people would bunch them up on the one end, and that reinforced the spread out entirely across. At the whistle, they'll crawl all the way across to the other side. Watch this. Boom, they're there. And we'll have one coach waiting on this side and watch so that we go by. At least all the Sparkies' hands one hand has to be across the line. The whole body doesn't have to be across the line. One hand. That's when you can send them in. If you send them in too soon, you'll be disqualified. This is one of the few times where we do disqualify it because it's the coaches that control it. Sometimes, so when you get them, maybe kind of hold on to their shirt, because sometimes they get so excited they want to run it right away. So.
And don't throw them.
Yeah, don't throw them.
We had one coach that was notorious for kind of launching their child in, like half throwing them into the circle. Don't do that.
Superman.
And then, of course, you switch places. Okay? So again, watch for the last player before sending in the runner. Again, we only require that one hand has to cross the line. Evenly spaced out. First heat is the girl, and second heat is the boy. With the Division 4, it doesn't matter. Any questions on this?